taking over, that's a promise, not a threat.
Uppercut season off top, you stop breathing.
Yeah, what's good, yo? Welcome to another episode of Real Talk, where, as always, if shit's real, we talk about it. I'm your host for tonight, Pat Scorpion, the New England representative, and as always, I got my man with me. I'm gonna let him introduce himself.
Oh, hey, what's good, man? My bad. It's your boy Shutterworth the God, aka the GOAT artist, you know what I mean? LB, lot of the boys, you know what to do. Shout out to everybody around the world.
Sure.
YouTube, Spotify, Anchor, Kali, you know what it is, man. RingGangRadio.com in the building. Let's get it.
Yes, sir. Ring Gang in the house forever and always. And as always, I got my other man with me. I'm gonna let him introduce himself.
Hey, yo, what's good, y'all? You already know who this is. Your boy King P, Bodega Boxing in the building. Ring Gang Radio all day. Let's go. Nobody's banned this week because the Bodega is ecstatic because, you know, we celebrating undisputed in Puerto Rico. So we happy, you know what I'm saying? So we're not giving out any bans this week. So
yes, sir. That's what it is. That's because, you know, when you fight hard, you win your titles the right way, man. It's nothing but celebration. That's all we ask for. You know what I mean? And last but certainly not least, I got my other man with me. I'm gonna let him introduce himself.
Hey, what's good? It's your boy Conscious Pod, West Coast Avenger, #1 contender, preparing for liftoff, Destination Ring Radio. It's fine.
Yes, sir. Conscious Pod stays elevated above the clouds, you dig. And and I've got to say, I'm pretty sure you guys agree with me, that this past weekend was a pretty good fucking week for a weekend of boxing. Like,
yes, it was.
Back to back. You know, see, because first of all, because if you notice, we've always complained about boxing being on putting everything all on one day.
Saturday.
See what happens when you have boxing on separate days? You get the fights get to marinate, they get to cook the way they need to cook,
and everybody watches them within the same time, so everyone talks about them the same time. It's not a
you don't have to use two screens.
Gotta catch up.
You don't have to watch it on a laptop in your TV or some shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, although I do that too, but sometimes you just focus on one fucking card.
I do it, but it's hard to focus sometimes. Not gonna lie.
That's why I don't do it. Like I love boxing too much to sell it short by damn looking back and forth at two different fights. Like one of those fights is getting watched, and the other one
is kind of not really. And the thing is, commentary is kind of trash. But I always mute one of them. You know, I always mute the one.
See, I can't do that. What the fuck y'all do? That's like someone's like, I got this filet mignon, then okay, we got this salmon steak here, this, that. And you're taking a bite out of this one, and then you go in, but like, nigga, choose a meal, nigga.
No, I mean I feel you know, but sometimes, you know, when I man the Twitter, sometimes it requires me to be that way.
Oh yeah, well that's different, nigga. That's work. You know what I mean, like,
yeah, you know, I got because people got to hear these thoughts. You dig? You know.
Yeah, and then that should be keeping me updated too. Sometimes I'm like, oh God, I know what's going on ESPN now. Let me keep it on this Showtime card. I fuck with it. But yeah, it's good to just have. You know, you look forward to Friday fights because I looked forward to that. I think Pilot said something in the chat or something, and I was just like, "Yo, yeah, I'm hyped for Friday fights tonight." Like, and then you had Saturday.
LB is a Friday night fights type of guy.
Yeah, I mean, we
grew up on that shit. Like, shit, nigga, I'll fuck with Tuesday if we could. Nigga.
I mean, you proved that. That's why I said that. I didn't say that for no reason. I didn't pull that out of thin air. You are a Friday night fights guy.
Yeah, Friday night fights with the shit. You know, that's classic.
But then give me a Saturday fight and we back to back. Like, that's great.
It's good. Yeah, it's good. They weren't running it. You know, because usually we get a card like Saturday in the UK or some shit. Then our nighttime.
Right, yeah, but at least it's good because on both days we had fight of the years. On Friday, you know, the unexpected. Well, I wouldn't say it's unexpected fight of the year, but we just didn't think it would play out like that between Emanuel Navarrete and Liam Wilson. But before we get to that fight, I definitely gotta mention the co-main with Arnold Barboza and Jose Pedraza. Now, again, if you guys know, you heard me say Barboza, in order to get the attraction, in order to get the attention to get these big fights, he's got to body somebody. He's got to body somebody at 140. Somebody other than Mike Alvarado. He's got to body somebody. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, he tried at times to do something to Jose Pedraza, but you can't really dent Pedraza at 140. This is the first time I really.
Kame was doing a better job.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I'm gonna say.
But Barbosa was throwing harder this time though. Like he wasn't like just letting the punches flow. Like he was really like throwing heat. At least the first half.
Barbosa, right. I mean, he kind of bores me at most times I watch him. Besides the Saucedo fight, he's kind of chore getting through his fight sometimes.
Really?
Somewhat. I mean, no, he's good. He's a good fighter. I mean,
he throws enough punches where I don't really get bored. But I guess in a sense where you know how the fight is going to end, I guess it's kind of.
Well, I think he needs to step up fight. Like he's clearly better than the Pedraza and the guys he's been fighting. So give him a title. I mean, if everybody's running away from
Pedraza was the step up fight.
But,
yeah, he was a step up fight. Yeah,
I mean, not really. Pedraza didn't do anything at 140. Barbosa's higher ranked at 140. What do you mean?
But he should have really beat Pedraza's ass because Pedraza was in that fight trying the whole time.
Exactly.
Absolutely. Yeah, it wasn't like the Coleman fight where Pedraza was getting his ass beat, but then he rallied like fuck back, like it was something like he was something to do. It's like no, that it was fight where the scores like I couldn't even like say the scores were bad because they were like 2-9, 6-94. I was like, yeah, that was almost a draw there. Barbosa nearly got almost got a draw with this guy, and he really shouldn't.
Yeah, because it's like Barbosa wasn't winning his rounds as clean as he could have in the second half.
Right.
Yeah, Pedraza showed his veteran savvy, right? Kind of. He just was there, but he won the last. It was kind of like the Comey fight, but I mean, Barbosa won more clear. I mean, Barbosa was winning half in the first half, quite a bit, but Pedraza kind of took the second half of the fight.
Yeah, because Barbosa, for whatever reason, he loses steam in the second half of the fight, which is another thing.
And he's not putting the type of beating on dudes where they give up. So it's like, all right, I could.
And he's got like what 7? Like he has a low KO percentage, so he's not going to get the guy out of there,
Right, and
it's the punches. It's the type of punches you throw and how many. It's just in the temperament too. Like he throws a lot of punches, but. This was the first time I can remember him actually sitting down and like really like putting hits and body into them shits. But then after like maybe the 5th or 6th round, he kind of slowed down with that.
Right. Yeah. Oh, go ahead, Pilot.
No.
Yeah, and it's kind of frustrating, like watching it, because it's like dude is clearly a talented fighter, but it's just like and you feel for him because like you want him to get the big fights, but sometimes he's like you can see clearly sometimes he's not doing his part.
Yeah,
like, he's a hard night for somebody. There's no question about
it. But this is the thing. You know what it is? It's like he's not like making himself a name really. Like yo, fuck it, man. Goddamn, nigga, I'ma just come out and just say it. Like yo. Dude really comes off as a nobody in the division.
Yeah, exactly. And
I'm gonna just be honest, fuck it. I'm not holding no. Dude comes off as a nobody in the division. Like he's there, he's a top 10, and he's quality, but you don't feel like you're gonna be. Doesn't feel like you're gonna be rewarded anything if you beat him. You're not going to get any big press conferences. You're not going to get no big promo with him. Dude doesn't have any type of personality, anything to build up the fights. Right. His fights aren't really entertaining like that, but they're decent. He doesn't do anything, mind-blowingly special, or, he doesn't have like a move or a speed or head movement or something where you're like, okay,
he's a good boxer, but that's about it,
Yeah, like he's quality, but it's just... Oh fuck! I'm just now seeing the comments. Yo, shout out to Android. What it do? Friday night sets the weekend that perfectly. You goddamn right. He doesn't have that killer instinct. Oh, talk about not. Whoa, that's your boy Hitchens. But yeah, I agree with him too. Goes through the motions off of talent, skill, missing a few gears on that. Yes.
Barbosa Barbosa's career trajectory, he's already 31. We're talking about him like he's like a pro, I don't know.
There's no urgency. I'm glad you said his age because now I get it. There's no urgency with Barbosa.
He's basically like a souped up Bowser. Bowser was on top rank, getting up in fights, and I think that maybe they'll give him a shot against Regis.
He's not as limited as Bowser, but yeah, he's a he did not show anything, noteworthy against Pedraza. That was a steep performance against a guy who's seen better days.
Yeah, like he seemed good in the first half though. Like the punches were connecting, landing. Like he was really, but it's like how you just look so good and promising in the first half and just kind of go through the motions and cruise control the second half.
At least drop him or something. Try to,
dude. But Pedraza never let up though.
No, he doesn't. Yeah,
he was picking his shots, going to the body. Yeah, you know what? I think Pedraza's body work has something to do with it too.
Pedraza was hitting him in the body for a while. Like in the second half of that fight, he was his body off.
He was getting him in the first half too.
Mm-hmm.
It just he was getting outworked so much you didn't really notice it like that, but he was sneaking him in there.
So the second half, you noticed it, yeah. Because I remember a few body shots landing early on.
So it's like, god damn, but yeah, Barbosa, like he's one of those guys. He needs like a PR team. He need to damn fuck with some influencers, some creators, something, because he's lacking that it factor in as far as boxing, like his personality, his trajectory, and then it doesn't translate in his fights either. So it's like he's like the person at 140 who has the least momentum at 140, although he's been holding it down for like the longest.
He's like a Cody Crawley 147 or something.
Nah, he's better than Cody Crawley. Like he actually Crawley, I don't see Crawley beating nobody else.
I don't even know if he's better than. I don't even know about that. Like, to be honest with you, I don't even know about that.
Barbosa, I mean,
hold on. So wait. You think Crawley's a better fighter than Barbosa Jr.?
He's looked better than Barbosa recently. So in their most recent fights, Crawley's looked better than Barbosa. Barbosa
I don't know about that. God damn.
Barbosa's been honestly the chore to watch since.
But Barbosa's been fighting better people though too.
That's also true.
I feel like that fight's gonna be similar to Ramirez Comey. I mean, this that kind of vibe. I don't know. Seems like similar matchups. Even though
we'll see what Crowdy looks against Abel Ramos, I guess, and then maybe I'll circle back to that, and maybe I'll agree with you or not. But we'll see.
Yeah,
I mean both could stand to look better, but Barbosa at least has more, better wins. Like he's right on the ledge of a big fight, but I just think he's not fucking. What's up?
Let me ask you a question, Obi. Do you think since Teofimo is not wanting the Regis fight, and everybody seems to be avoiding Regis, would you give Barbosa that fight if Barbosa would take it, or is it
Barbosa would not take that fight?
But look, I want to be honest with you. Like Regis is all wrong for a guy like Barbosa.
Regis is
all wrong for a lot of people.
He's all wrong for most guys that won't.
Yeah, but the thing is, you could be wrong for someone, but someone could still match up with you and have a chance.
There's a few guys that can match up with him for sure. Barbosa's not one of them, but I'm saying since
Yeah, I don't think Barbosa matches up well with him, or I think he's just wrong for him. Like,
well, they could use him like as a mercenary, because 140 top rank stable is pretty stacked, and we just got the green belt, so why not? Somebody's got to take that fight on their side.
Yeah, honestly, and that it might have to be him that takes that fight. Like, but it's like I know people look at it because it's people will just.
Like fucking
Ramirez, so don't take that fight.
Ramirez and Teofimo are playing the Duck Brothers. I mean,
Yeah.
And they are, but you know what? No one's calling it out enough. And then Barbosa, he's not really calling it out enough. Dude, you gotta be on these dudes, man. Like, yo, do y'all have to revisit 2003 and see how Tarver was harassing Roy Jones and shit?
Well, hold on. And the post fight, did he mention Teofimo? He didn't mention Regis, or Josh Taylor. He mentioned he still wants Teofimo. Did he say that in the post fight? Do you remember?
I don't think I even saw the post fight interview. I mean, ain't much shit he gonna say anyway. The fuck,
yeah, right?
Yeah,
like, dude, like I'm just saying, like he need to get, dude. It's like he need to just pick it up as far as the personal promo. Something.
He is who he is. He's 31. He's an older pro. I mean, he's a pro spender. So he's not. You know, he has one. He has a shot. If he can get, he deserves a big fight. He's been holding like.
And see, and T.O.'s a winnable fight for him, so of course he wants it, and it's a good fight. But dude, you not fucking making the type of noise that will get T.O. attention.
It's too much of a risk for T.O. and little reward. You know, what is T.O.
And he's all wrong for T.O. So of course
that too. But even if Teofimo were somehow to win, because I don't know, Teofimo 140 is not the same guy. You know, the power hasn't translated.
Nah.
Oh, salute any god! I see you there. You checked in. Salute.
What it do? But yeah, Barbosa, like, yeah, it's almost, he's like one of those guys now. He might be spoiling on the vine, or you're not gonna care about his fights until he gets a title fight or a better opponent.
That's he bodies his opponent.
Yeah,
or he bodies his opponent. The three options really.
It's starting to spoil. That's all I know.
Yeah, like it's just, and his division is like too good for us to be even sounding like this.
It moves too fast. Yeah, it's too stacked.
Move too fast. It's too stacked. It's too everything. Like he got some good. He matches up well with a few guys in there, but it's like we need to see something now. Like
right.
So yeah, decent fight. You know, I was entertained. You know, it was a pretty good fight. Fuck it, I ain't gonna decent.
Yeah, no, it wasn't a bad fight though. It's just, I mean, like I said, it was a good warm up for the main event, and we just wanted Barbosa just to do a little bit more. You know, other than just
in every aspect of his career, a little bit more in promoting all that shit, because it's like. I mean, it's better than having dirt on your name, but you don't. It's like nothing's with your name right now.
No,
like,
that's I know what you mean, because I swear, you know how all these boxers be tweeting. I swear I've only seen Barbosa tweet come across like once on my timeline ever, maybe twice.
Bro, like honestly, if he didn't do a show with shout out to Nika knockouts with Nika and what's the show they be doing? I think Women's Crush Wednesday. Like, if he didn't have that interview with her, then I hardly would ever see him on Twitter timeline.
Yeah, that's the last time I saw him. But besides that, I saw like, you know, maybe a little chirp here and there. But
yeah, he have a little chirp, like, you know. I think he said something with when I think it was Pedraza versus Tio. I seen a tweet. So yeah, like Pilot said, this nigga got like maybe 2 tweets every 6-month average. Interview every 8 months. Yeah, nigga, that ain't gonna cut it.
Right.
Yeah.
Need to holler at Ring and get your ass straight.
Facts. So we'll get you all the promo that you need. Shit.
Yeah. Because interviews ain't enough right now. Like, you're not gonna get it. You're not gonna get these TO fights, and the only fight you're gonna get right now, fighting the way you're fighting, is a damn fight with Prograde.
Right.
But if you start putting a promo and really speaking and sitting down on some shit, then people gonna start saying, "Hey, man, maybe T.O. really is ducking this nigga."
Right.
That's all you need. That's all you have to get people to think, and that's half the battle. So yeah, focus on that and put more effort into your punches and fights and shit.
Right.
Pedraza shouldn't be going the distance and having a 96-94 type of fight with you after having a damn war with Comey.
Right. Who has also seen better days.
Yeah, like, dude, like, nigga, you was around it too from having us say we need a rematch for this.
Right. Right.
You know what I mean? Like, come on. So, but yeah, listen, onto the main event, man. My bad, yo.
Yeah, but with the co-main was going up. The main event was fucking excellent.
Woo!
Emanuel Navarrete and Liam Wilson. Now, like I said, because when we previewed before, like I mentioned before, just on the shit that I saw on YouTube, that dude had a left hook from hell. Like, you know, if he landed. And honestly, truthfully, I didn't think he would actually land that type of left hook, because it took him a while to get into the fight a little bit, try to get a little offense going, you know, and you know, Navarrete was being Navarrete.
Yeah, that kind of came out of nowhere. I mean, like, you know, because it was kind of even kill, but you know, Nav was kind of up and out of nowhere.
Well, I didn't say no. He timed him because Navarrete was making it because he timed him with that left hook.
Yeah, he timed him like on that. Like, it was a good timed. That's why I say there's no fucking such thing as lucky punches. You just you did the right thing at the right time.
Yeah, because I think Wilson was just, as he was trying to get his offense going, like he saw like Navarrete's actually, because he was timing Navarrete and how he was moving, and then that's how he's able to land that left hook, and that shit was fucking. When he landed that left hook, like Navarrete's, you know, he started doing a silly dance, and man was on Queer Street.
He was legit hurt.
He got an extra 20 seconds, by the way, but I don't know if you want to talk about that.
See, I know that's the big thing. I
don't know if it was 20 seconds, but I do felt he got extra time. Like the ref was whistling Dixie on his way to that damn call.
No, that ref screwed him over. I feel like low key. I mean, he gave him extra time, bro. I don't know.
Yeah, no, dude, definitely. I'm not disagreeing on that. Like, I don't know how much. I'm not gonna say it didn't feel like 20 seconds, but I was like, God damn, like this nigga got like at least a good 5-6 seconds, and nigga, that make a world of difference.
Yeah. And the funny thing is, it was like when Navarrete went down. I mean, he was hurt. I mean, because Navarrete, it took a while to go down, but when he went down, like, dude was so shaky, and then he got up and he dropped his mouthpiece. Shades of Diego Corrales, and then which made the referee stop the action, and then put it in there, and the referee kept on.
And there was no urgency with the ref, ref, like yo, come on, like let's get it going and shit.
Yeah, he was hurt till about like the middle of the next round. I feel like he wasn't recovering. He was hurt by the end of the round for sure. I mean,
dude was hurt for at least another round and a half or some shit.
Yeah.
But fucking Wilson was doing his best Luke Campbell rendition.
Yeah, and funny thing is too is like Wilson did he timed him again with another thing was like right hand like near the end of the next round too. And he was still fucking hurt
Yeah, I'm like, dude, put more punches together, please.
Yeah,
because honestly, it felt like he was like 3 good shots from being like the champion.
Right, yeah, honestly, I thought it was
maybe even 2. Like 3, I might be giving him too much benefit of the doubt. But maybe even 1 punch. Like shit, he was hurt.
Probably tired himself out though. Throwing because he was trying to end it after. With the little time he had left, he should have had more. He should have had more in the round. To be honest,
I don't think he gassed. I just think he just. I don't know what it was. He didn't gas because he was still throwing after that. But I think he just. I think he let him off the hook. That's pretty much what happened.
You got to have a Pascal stamina if he gassed because he ain't do enough to gas. Like
because Navarrete because he came firing back. He was.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie. I didn't think Navarrete would return the fire like that.
Yeah, because I'm thinking to myself, like, he's being reckless. I was just waiting for another left hook from Wilson to drop him again or to knock him out because dude was showing like he was like balls to the walls. He was like he was throwing wide right hands and shit like that, and he was throwing his own left hook on Wilson too. It was just like, I'm thinking to myself like, damn, like he's really hurt. He's really going all out though, and he's gonna. But the problem was Wilson was taking all these shots cleanly. And I'm thinking to myself, okay, this is not good for Wilson. Like you can't be taking these shots and getting ate up because I don't know what it is. Some of these boxers like they don't, they think they can take all these shots and Navarrete can punch, and it was just like, and then Wilson wasn't throwing enough back to dissuade him from coming in.
Yeah, he kind of let off the gas. Like, I'm gonna be honest, like, and Navarrete was too hurt to let him come back into the fight like that.
Right.
That's why I said he Luke Campbell did, because
I don't think Ryan Garcia wasn't hurt like he was.
No, dude, Ryan Garcia was hurt, but he was hurt mentally even more.
That threw him off, yeah, for sure.
Ryan Garcia literally had the look on his face was like, do I really want to be here?
Right.
And he had that look on his face for like almost a whole fucking round.
He looked surprised. Yeah, he left.
Yes, surprised. Dude went through a whole range of fucking emotions. I don't think he was as hurt as Navarrete, but he was still legit hurt. And just mentally, like, I think if he would have been pressured like right off the bat, he would have never got his mind back in place.
Right.
But if you don't pressure niggas after you hurt them or make them question themselves, you allow them to regain their footing mentally.
Right. Yeah,
and that's what happened in both fights.
Yeah. And then what happened with Navarrete too, it was like the body shots, the body work, which was kind of missing from like Wilson too a little bit. Navarrete started increase like it did sickening accuracy to his body, and it was just like, I was like, man, it's only a matter of time too, and you can see Wilson starting to like, slowly fade, like he was starting to bleed. And everything like that. And then finally, I think it was like round 8, he dropped him with a booming right hand too. Like I didn't think, honestly, that right hand didn't even look like it had a lot on it, but like fucking Wilson, like it took him off his feet. And I'm thinking to myself, oh damn, like like Wilson's done because Navarrete has a killer instinct. Like he's not gonna let off like at all.
Yeah, Navarrete, he's gonna especially if he know he hurt you.
Mm-hmm. And I was hoping that Wilson would at least find something in there, but there was just too much where Wilson was going to the ropes and he was just absorbing beatings. And I think the referee too. And this is, I think maybe the referee kind of made up for the other one. Well, the referee was let that shit go on like a little bit longer than it probably should have.
Yeah, I'm glad you said that because I did feel like the ref was like, "Oh shit, you know what? Let me give him a chance too. Fuck it." And the fights are good. Y'all not complaining, right? Like, yeah, like ref did do some shit because like,
well,
I could have been stopped.
Well, I mean that, and yet just what the day before, 2 days ago, was the scale, the weight scale issue,
Oh yeah. They were doing some funny shit with that.
So like that, and then the ref definitely gave him extra time. It's like, come on, man, like at least make it fair to some degree, shit.
Yeah, because like I've never heard of anyone that weighed almost 4 pounds underneath the weight limit, like for at super featherweight. Like that's crazy. Like Yeah, it's either that or someone overtrained. Because if someone was coming in at 126 for a 130 fight,
he's big,
overtrained, and they probably would have gotten their ass beaten a lot quicker, which he did.
Navarrete's big, like he was a 122, 126 champ, now 130, but he looks like a lightweight, man. He's a big guy for the weight to me.
Honestly, I could see him going to lightweight. He might time out at lightweight.
He'll probably top out at lightweight, yeah.
Yeah, no, but
that's what I meant. I said time out, top out. Yeah.
Yeah, because at 130 right now, although Wilson can punch too, like Navarrete started to look more vulnerable as a fighter, where he wasn't like that at 122 or even at 126 all that much. Wilson came very close to KOing dude, so it's like. So something has to change. I don't know if maybe he just can't be as inactive as he used to be. And also too, he didn't with the weight thing. He also didn't look like he was like in shape like that.
Yeah, he looked a little pudgy, right? He looked like a
yeah.
He looked like older.
He didn't look like he was 126.
He had Mikey Garcia on or something.
Yeah, so it's like because his last fight, he was getting hands put on him, and then he rescued himself with one punch. This one is. He got all types of trouble, and yeah, he at least he showed that he can come back in the fight. But it's just like these are like alarming signs for him. Like,
yeah, I always thought Oscar Valdez will win, a healthy Oscar Valdez, but I'm more confident now. Oscar Valdez would beat Navarrete.
And honestly, I can see where Valdez can beat Navarrete.
Yeah, he definitely has more of a chance now. Like,
as long as he's healthy, because he's been kind of going through his injury and shit. So.
Especially with them left hooks and shit, like
just don't drink the green tea, Oscar.
Yeah, yeah, but at least they had them in the ring, and they're like, oh yeah, they wanted to be like Morales and Barrera and stuff like that, which is a good mentality to have. So, I'll always accept the mentality of fighters that want to be like that. But
that version of Navarrete ain't beating Oscar Valdez.
That fight. Remember how mad we were about the matchup being postponed, but that was almost fight of the year. I feel like it was either that or
it was a fight of the year. Like I didn't expect anything like that. Like, but that shit.
I expected a decent to good fight, but I didn't expect like, oh shit, like be yelling at the TV and like
I wasn't familiar with Liam Wilson much, so like that's why I was kind of thinking the fight was intriguing because I never really watched him much, if ever.
Yeah, like Liam Wilson got a lot of respect. Like a lot of on boxing Twitter, like Liam Wilson is like, he basically he got the equivalent. Like he's welcome at any cookout now. That's the type of record that he got. Like, I'm pretty sure Top Rank will bring him back in some fashion though. But dude won over some fans now, especially in America, which was good because he nearly knocked out a top fighter like cold. So it's like, Liam Wilson had nothing to be ashamed of. Although I hate seeing the footage of him crying in the locker room and shit like that because you know how close he was because he had his whole family there and everything. you know, and he promises down in his grave that he would actually win the title and stuff like that. And he might actually win a title at some point, but you know, he should just, you know, but he has nothing to be ashamed of his performance. Like, dude fought his heart out. Like, he shook up a champ in a great fucking fight. Like, he has nothing to be ashamed of. So, like,
see him again. I hope he gets back on, you know, one of another top rank card or something.
Oh, they will, you know. And like I said, though, like, I mean, but like I said, just the fact that, you know, it was like a fight of the year type fight. I mean, that shit triggered a minor boxing high, you know, which was needed, especially how fucking cold it was that night up here in the Northeast. You know, not in Florida or Vegas like you niggas, like, you know, but it's like,
yeah, it was pretty nice Friday. Like, I mean, it was at the park. It was, you know, good weather, played ball, you know.
Yeah. This nigga right here, though.
No, I mean, the weather been kind of good. Like, I mean, the moon. I'm fucking every word up tonight. The moon looks so beautiful tonight. It's like a yellowish tint with the clouds around it. Like, that's just fire.
See, yeah.
It don't probably look like that up there. Like, y'all probably look like some end of days or The Last of Us scene or some shit.
Yeah, it don't look as glorious as how you're probably looking.
Down here, it look like fucking Revenge of the Nerds or some shit or some Miami Vice, nigga. Like, yeah.
Yeah, I'm just seeing Rome's comments out there, yo. Ring Gang Mafia, Mob Ties, baby body ass nigga. He fighting. Navarrete, forgive me.
Yo. Navarrete does have a body like that.
He do though, but that motherfucker, I don't know where, but that nigga has power. Like, it comes from somewhere. I don't know where the fuck.
He do, because he don't look like no twig, but it's like, it's weird. Like, that motherfucker got power though. We didn't get to see one of those damn who are you kicking?
Yeah, because I think he was probably too hurt to do all those fancy. Because I think, wait a minute, if I do any of those uppercuts, dude might time me. I think that's probably what happened. Like, I think Wilson cracked this shit too much for him. Like, you know what? Let me not risk throwing that type of uppercut.
Yeah, he didn't want the he would have got knocked the fuck out. He tried that damn crazy uppercut shit.
Yeah, exactly. Because he was like, damn, Wilson got my movements down.
Especially if you dragging your elbow on the canvas when you throw the fucking uppercut.
Right, right.
That motherfucker's like, motherfucker think he Axl Rose or some shit. Streets of Rage 2.
But that card was, everything. Like, Top Rank for, they didn't really have no fight of the years like that last year. Now they have two. Like, they're 2 weekends in a row. Like, it's funny how boxing works that way. Like,
look at Navarrete comment is a dog, not the type of person you want to run into in the alley, and you would never expect.
Yeah, facts too. And like I said, Navarrete, like we always say, Navarrete is probably very close to a pound for pound rating. We just need him to beat somebody of significance, which Valdez now is that person.
Damn, it might be one of those situations where he, like, by the time, like, it might be an Abner Mares situation where the time he gets ready, where niggas really put him on the pound for pound list, that's when he takes a fight and loses.
Right, Mars and Johnny Gonzalez.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So Mars deserved to be on pound for pound list way before that fight, but they put him on there finally. I think after the Ponce de Leon. Yeah, that one because that gave him the featherweight title, and then after that, Johnny Gonzalez, upset minded as always, knocks his nigga out in one round, and his career never really recovered. Yeah.
Top Rank though, salute to them. Like, they really, they did their thing with the fights. And then of course Richard Torres though. Something about Richard Torres I don't like though, but when he knocks these niggas out though, they be highlight real now, because that uppercut he knocked dude out with, like,
he be running through these jobbers, bro. Like, eventually he needs to step up soon by the end of the year. He's good. He's a little small.
Heavyweight Joey Spencer.
Yeah,
silver medalist and stuff, So I mean, but like, I don't know.
Uppercut was nasty, and he landed on a big motherfucker. Like,
he can. That motherfucker went all into the ropes. Like, he was out of there. Like,
yeah, he flew. Dude, you know what that shit reminded me of? It looked like one of those damn undisputed glitches. I thought this nigga was gonna fly over the rope.
If he actually did, that probably would have been on Sports Center's top 10 if they actually did it. If he actually,
oh my goodness, dude, that shit, man, you'd have seen that shit circulated like 2017 times.
Yeah, that shit would have been on our TikTok if dude went out.
Nigga, that shit still went on the TikTok, but yeah, because I ain't gonna lie, as soon as he did it, I was like, yeah, TikTok needs to see this. Okay.
Yeah, whereas
man, that was a powerful punch though.
Yeah, whereas Navarrete didn't give us the uppercut, at least Richard Torres did. It's just like, the uppercut knockout is always spectacular. Like, when it's done and it lands, it has that type of effect, man. You gotta love it.
Because it seemed like it felt like we've been having like a lot of left hooks, and like uppercut season went on the back burner. Like I've been even when it even hits my playlist, I be skipping uppercut season. Maybe that's why. Like I let it play this morning.
It seems like it's been the left hook and the overhand right that's been, taking over.
Yeah. Somebody need to, one of y'all niggas bring back the uppercut season. Like y'all out here with these left hooks and shit. Like
right, yeah.
Every uppercut just look just more devastating. Like ooh,
exactly. Because when you hit somebody with an uppercut, or you see somebody get hit with an uppercut, it's like the shit changed. Like
especially in a street fight. You ever seen a motherfucker get hit with an uppercut in a street fight? God damn it, that's some hard shit.
Yeah, it's a rarity because even people.
It's a rarity, but it's a beauty when you see it.
Right. Because it's just like you see their jaw jacks and they go down and shit like that. I mean that's but like I said, it's a hard punch to land in a street fight, like because most people just don't try to land it. That's probably the reason why.
You'll see it sometimes in a clinch or like mid range. I've seen a female. I've seen women fighting in the streets and land a fucking uppercut. Dude, I'm like Jesus.
Yeah.
You know it's bad if a woman throw an uppercut in a fight and that shit land. I'm just like wow. Shout out to that bus driver in Cleveland with that motherfucking. I'll never forget that uppercut.
Yeah. There he is. Like you going to jail now?
Nah, he did the little shimmy.
Yeah, but he sent old girl to hell first though.
Oh man, but yeah, the Top Rank, y'all killed it. It was a good look for boxing. Friday night, y'all brought it back. Real good.